Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Cowboys going up against the Saints.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Prescott. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looking to throw. Prescott. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down, Prescott. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's the way you get an opening drive going. Pick up the first down, convert on third down, and how about doing it old school style, doing it with a running play.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves. They the time. You don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Now Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Prescott to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A give to Elliott running left. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Second down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Herrera. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On the counter, Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Prescott on first down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw here. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. So we've got, hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. I got it.
They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and it's 3rd and short.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Blue, Detroit, Detroit.
Looking to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. He's at the 30. 10 for touchdown, New Orleans. Jordan Howard, 60 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Again, it's Elliott. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand. Up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches, but when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
A handoff left, Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2nd down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long, and they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and long for Prescott. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green!
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes the Saints punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And now here come the Cowboys. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Prescott to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Cowboys on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. A man over the middle, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Look to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Over! All right, here we go. No. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30. Yard line.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
Yeah, you need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals had, to trump an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and they did so. But let's go back. 1982. Okay, don't say it. I know.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now what can Prescott do in the OT? It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Herrera. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll make it a second down. They'll give to Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. Prescott on 1st down. On the screen, this is Coleman. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And on 2nd and 10 now. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the